Welcome to this lesson on memory interleaving. Today, we are going to dive into a crucial concept in computer architecture that helps our computers run faster. We will explore how accessing memory modules in parallel can significantly increase the speed at which data travels between the memory and the processor. This is a key technique used in almost every modern computer, from your laptop to massive supercomputers. First, let us understand the problem we are trying to solve. There is a significant speed difference between the central processing unit, or CPU, and the main memory, or RAM. The CPU is incredibly fast, capable of executing billions of operations per second. However, the memory is relatively slow. The CPU often spends a lot of time just waiting for data to arrive from memory. This performance gap is known as the von Neumann bottleneck. In a traditional, non-interleaved memory system, access is sequential. Imagine the CPU requests a piece of data. The memory module receives the request, finds the data, and sends it back. During this entire time, the memory module is busy and cannot handle any other requests. If the CPU needs 4 pieces of data, it has to wait for the first one to finish completely before asking for the second one, and so on. This creates a lot of idle time. Enter memory interleaving. The core idea is simple but powerful. Instead of having one giant block of memory, we divide the memory into independent sections called banks. Because these banks are independent, the memory controller can access them simultaneously. This means while one bank is busy retrieving data, another bank can be receiving a new request. Think of it like a highway toll plaza. If there is only one toll booth, all the cars have to line up in a single file. The speed of the entire highway is limited by how fast that one booth operator can work. This is sequential memory. Now, imagine opening 4 toll booths. 4 cars can pay and pass through at the exact same time. The throughput, or the number of cars passing per minute, increases dramatically. That is exactly what memory interleaving does for data. Let us look at the hardware structure. The memory controller connects to multiple memory banks. Each bank handles a specific range of addresses. For example, Bank 0 might handle address 0, Bank 1 handles address 1, and so on. The controller acts like a traffic director, sending requests to the appropriate bank based on the memory address the CPU needs. The most common method to achieve high bandwidth is called low-order interleaving. In this scheme, we use the lower bits of the memory address to select the bank. For example, if we have 4 banks, the last 2 bits of the address tell us which bank to use. This spreads consecutive memory addresses across different banks. Address 0 goes to bank 0, address 1 goes to bank 1, and so on. Since programs usually read memory sequentially, this ensures we are constantly hitting different banks. Here is a timeline to visualize the efficiency. Notice how the operations overlap. As soon as the request for the first word is initiated in Bank 0, the controller does not wait for it to finish. It immediately sends the request for the second word to Bank 1. By the time Bank 0 returns its data, Bank 1 is almost ready with its data. We effectively hide the slowness of the memory by overlapping these operations. You have likely seen this in the real world if you have ever built a PC. It is often called dual-channel or quad-channel memory. When you install 2 sticks of RAM in the correct slots, the system treats them as interleaved banks. This effectively doubles the width of the data path, allowing the CPU to read much more data in a single clock cycle compared to a single stick of RAM. To summarize, memory interleaving divides memory into independent banks to allow parallel access. This technique significantly increases memory bandwidth and reduces the effective latency seen by the processor. It is a fundamental concept that ensures our fast CPUs are not starved for data, keeping our applications and games running smoothly.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.